This panel instructs us how to make a CPU, and it's technically doable. Before I go on, I need to tell you that building a real CPU like the ones in your phone or laptop requires billions of nanoscale transistors, atomic level precision, and factories that cost more than a small country's GDP. In this video, however, I will give you a good idea on what it's like to make a CPU without the headaches. First of all, what's even a CPU? A central processing unit is the brain of any computer. It does math, makes decisions, and runs programs by flipping billions of microscopic switches on and off. At its core is just a fancy calculator that understands ones and zeros. What is shown in this panel is an overly simplified description of how modern CPUs are made by big companies, and if you insist on doing it, you will eventually discover that growing ultra-pure silicon crystals, etching microscopic circuits using lasers and chemicals, and stacking dozens of layers like a high-tech lasagna is really not possible for a normal person. Instead, there are a lot of alternatives for you to explore. For example, a guy has actually built a processor in Minecraft. This person built colossal circuits and the command input for ones and zeros, the basic language of computers. That CPU uses 14 bytes of RAM, which is like a disk you work on, and could handle 2 bytes of user input at a time. The Minecraft CPU could add numbers and even generate random ones, which is really impressive. Fun fact, Terry Davis was an American engineer who, after experiencing what he described as a revelation, created and designed his own operating system from scratch, which he called Temple OS, a fully working independent simple system with many fun features. Proof you don't need billions of dollars to make something cool. For a homemade CPU, we're going old school. This CPU needs a clock that makes everything move in sync, a program counter and memory which stores instructions, and a calculator, a bunch of logic chips that can add or subtract inputted values, a board with holes that allows you to wire everything without soldering, commonly known as a breadboard, and some LEDs to see what's going on. Once you wire everything, microcode your software with raw hex code, go ahead and test it with the LEDs. If they blink in the right order, then congrats, your CPU just added 2 plus 2. So this was basically it.